Hi, welcome back to our class. Today we shall continue from where we left off 2 days back. And the last thing that we talked about was the Hindu notion of time. Remember that? All right, a quick review. So, Hindus believe that time is a cycle. All right, they do not believe that the time is a line, a linear, unlike the theist worldview. You know, those who are the theist religions. You got Christianity, you got Judaism, and Islam. These three religions believe that time is like a line. There was a creation, and from the creation, there is going to be an end. And then the whole thing will be done with. All right? One time only it happened. It's going to happen only one time. And so there's this line. It's like a timeline, all right? That's why we call it a timeline. But Hindus, Buddhists, Jains, Sikh, they do not believe that time is a linear, a line, but rather it's a cycle that keeps repeating again and again and again. It keeps going on and on and on, all right? And Hindus believe that each of these cycle is divided into 4 segments, all right? They call it the Yug. And the cycle is called a kalpa, all right? So one cycle is called a kalpa, which is 4.3 million years. It takes 4.3 million Earth years to complete one kalpa or one cycle. And each cycle is divided into 4 segments or Yug or Yuga, all right? So those 4 are, we talked about the other day. You have golden age, then you have the silver, then you have the bronze or copper, whichever you want to call it. They're the same, basically, in this scenario. And finally, the Iron Age. All right. So golden age, as the name says, golden, good time. People were righteous. They lived close to the Dharma. They did good work. Everything was pure. But then came the Silver Age, where people started to sin and started to do bad things, evil things. Then came the copper or bronze, when people did even worse crime and things like that. And then finally now we're living in Iron Age, where everything is totally messed up. All right? And luckily this Iron Age is the smallest segment of the cycle. So we are living at the end time, even according to Hinduism. We're living at the end time. All right, the Bible also says that we're living at the end time. Jesus will come very soon. So does Hindus say that we're living at the end time. This cycle is about to be destroyed. All right, so that was the time notion in Hinduism. Now let's take a look at what we are looking at today. All right, what are the 3 hypotheses or theory for the origin of Hinduism in India? So here are the 3 hypothesis. Number 1, did the M130 gene people bring Hinduism to India? Yesterday you watched in the short video clip by Michael Wood that there is this small little village in India, in South India, in Madurai, where there are people, when they took the genetic sample, all right, they found that it goes back to thousands, probably 70, 80,000 years ago. These people migrated from Africa into India. And they are still today, till today, they're carrying the M130 gene. Imagine that. Still carrying that M130 gene. All right. And how were they able to keep that? Because of intermarriage, because of marrying within their own family. All right. Even first and second cousins, they would marry. But of course, from the mother's side, not from the father's side, from the mother's side. And that's how they were able to keep the gene pool within themselves. It did not really go out of the village. And that's why the entire village carries the M130 gene today. So the question is, were these M130 people, were they the first Hindus in India? 70,000 years ago, they walked into India. all right, did they bring with them Hinduism? Well, we found out yesterday, most probably no, all right, because none of their chantings, none of their scripture has any connection with Hinduism today. All right, if that is not the case, then let's move on to second case. Was it the Indus Valley civilization that started in Hinduism? Was Indus Valley, did they practice some kind of religion that we can call today as Hinduism? Well, we'll find that out today as we dig more into Indus Valley civilization today. And our focus here is mainly to find out if they are the starter of Hinduism in India. All right? And number 3 hypothesis would be, was Hinduism brought into India by some foreigners? Okay? Was it brought by some foreigners? Now, of course, even M130 were foreigners, right? Yeah, but we're talking about the modern day foreigners. Okay? Yeah, not the British, not the British who came 400 years ago. No. A little more back in time, maybe some 3,000-4,000 years ago, where some foreigners coming down from Central Asia, did they bring Hinduism into India? So those are the 3 hypotheses. Now, let's take a look at where is the Indus Valley civilization found today. What were the 2 cities? Well, the 2 cities are Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. You find these cities in Pakistan today. So you have to fly all the way to Pakistan if you want to visit Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. They have those archaeological sites, very beautiful. It's a really wonderful thing to see there, how extensive these cities were. All right, there were like 200,000 people living in that one city. We're talking about some thousands of years ago, okay? Imagine thousands of years ago, if 200,000 people lived together, any sorts of disease could spread and could wipe out the entire village. And who knows, maybe that's what happened, because we can't find them anymore. Those cities are all ruined. But anyways, what else did they have? They had sophisticated water system. They had water coming into their houses. They had shower. They had bathing. They even had their toilet system, flushing toilet system. All right? We're talking about some 3,000 years ago. What else did they have? They even had grain, the produce from their field as tax. All right? So they already had some kind of a government that uses taxation for their survival. Okay? So we found all these things through our archaeological findings, diggings in Mohenjo-daro and in Harappa. So my next question is, write a short paragraph on Indus Valley civilization. You'll find this on page 12 to 15 of our ebook. Now, if you open the ebook, I have also given you the ebook link in this page. Look down. You will find the ebook right there. Click on it and jump to page 12. Start reading from there. You will find a little more detailed explanation about this Indus Valley. All right? But take note, when it comes to religious belief, yes, we found a lot of figurines of gods and goddesses, all right, even fertility gods and all sorts of things. But somehow we don't find any connection between those and Hinduism today. No connection. In fact, even the writing of the Indus Valley does not match with the Vedas or with the ancient scriptures of the Hindus. Nothing. They don't match at all. So, maybe it wasn't the Indus Valley either that gave Hinduism to us. So that leaves with us the third option. Was it some foreigners? We call them the Aryans. Did they bring Hinduism from Central Asia? We'll find more on that on our next video. All right. Now, for our last part for today, I want you to list down the 10 periods of Hindu development in India. Now, if you look at your ebook, it begins from page 15, and you have to go all the way to page 24. Now, that's a lot of pages, but remember, I'm not asking you to write a summary of all that. No, I'm just telling you to list down, all right? List the 10 periods. So you can just do that in less than a minute, all right? So just skim through the ebook. Now, today I would actually want you to open the ebook and get to know the ebook. And so please read through the ebook, skim through it, and list down the 10 periods of Hindu developments, all right? The 10 periods. All right, so that's our lesson for today. It's a short one, okay? And I will see you again on our next video. Till then, take care and bye-bye.